Is Algorand a sleeping giant, about to awaken in 2025? I mean, it has some of the biggest growth in terms of dApps that are building, yet is still flying under so many people's radar. Also, how's it different than a Solana or an Ethereum? And because Algorand just unveiled their new staking rewards, watch today's whole video. Here's everything you need to know in under 10 minutes on why Algorand staking is not just different, but better compared to the other cryptos. Seriously, watch today's whole video and find out how you can take advantage. This video was made in collaboration with the Algorand Foundation. And let's start plain and simple. When comparing Algorand to other blockchains,
I think that Algorand, if you're a developer and you want to develop an app,
number one, and not many people know this, why is Algorand the best blockchain for developers to build on?
If you're a developer and you want to develop an app that needs to have real world scale, I think Algorand is by far the best blockchain to do this on. And there's three reasons for that. One is the one that I already mentioned, which is we offer a native Python implementation. So you as a developer don't have to worry about learning a new language, learning new tools. It's all there. Everything that you're familiar with is there.
So a programming language that developers already know and like.
Python is one thing. Coming very soon is TypeScript. And that's a whole other kind of world of developers that now will have access to an easy on-ramp if you want to blockchain. But the second reason, the developer ROI on Algorand is 6 times as high as on Ethereum or any other chain.
So this is a reason that developers choose Algorand. It's just faster to build. Enterprise blockchain products can be built 600% faster on Algorand versus Ethereum or EVM chains. An experienced blockchain developer using Algorand Python could develop in less than a month what a Solidity developer may need nearly a quarter to build. Another consideration would be which blockchains are future-proof. You may remember my video from about a month ago, top 5 quantum-resistant crypto altcoins. The entire history of the Algorand blockchain is quantum secure and future-proof. Listen to John, their CTO, explain.
So we are fairly ready for this, right, John? We are fairly ready in terms of like being able to be quantum secure. At least our ledger already is completely quantum secure. So any transaction that's recorded on the ledger, is immutable and will stay immutable even if these quantum computers come online, right?
Yeah, you're quite right, Mark. So our ledger, the history of all the transactions on the chain, the billions of transactions that are in the Algorand blockchain, they are secured by the post-quantum signature scheme that's NIST and soon to be FIPS approved, known as Falcon. It actually stands for Fast Fourier Lattice-Based Signatures over NTRU, but essentially what it uses is mind-bending structures of hypercubes in space in order to deliver a crypto system. And so, yes, this ensures that the history of all transactions on Algorand is secure against any quantum attack that may be coming 10 years down the line.
And also number 3, something else to consider, develop on a blockchain that never goes down. In case you missed it, Algorand has 0 downtime. You can't say that about a Sui or a Solana or an Ethereum. Here is Algorand's founder, Silvio, speaking next to Solana's founder, Anatoly.
By the way, we have been producing over 20 million blocks every 4.4 seconds without any interruption of service.
So Solana...
And before everybody says, well, Algorand doesn't really have to deal with the high loads that Solana has to deal with, Algorand has proven to handle on its mainnet multiple times over 10,000 transaction per second loads, with the highest TPS recorded, almost 15,000 transactions. Also dApps that continue to grow. We see growth. Lofty is a big one. This is emerging as sort of a hidden gem in the real-world asset sector, fractional real estate marketplace with 60 million total value locked, and 142 properties, including luxury Airbnbs. So with as little as $50, you can invest in real estate in the US. Also looking at their ecosystem, another one to note is Folks Finance. Folks Finance is the largest DeFi app built on Algorand, and they're transforming decentralized finance. Their TVL as of January of this year was over 137 million and growing. And by the way, with all this in mind, who is Algorand's founder? Who is Silvio? Created by Silvio McCall, the father of modern cryptography and a Nobel laureate in computing, He is notably the co-inventor of zero-knowledge proofs, and Satoshi Nakamoto used his work to create Bitcoin, meaning very recognized in his field. And literally, in 2025, they've just had a massive upgrade. Stake your algo to help secure the network and collect rewards. This adds to the decentralization because now the people are securing the network and collecting rewards to do it. Again, this is CTO John Woods explaining.
The aim for consensus incentivization, i.e. staking rewards, and the aim for peer-to-peer is to maximally decentralize the Algorand network so that it brings the most value to people who are using it. The more decentralized a decentralized network is, the more it's worth putting into your technology stack to do the kind of things that Algorand is great at.
So how is Algorand staking different? And why stake on Algorand?
Staking on Algorand is not going to be the same as staking on Ethereum. It's going to be, I think, the best form of staking that I've ever seen. And maybe the reason we were able to do this is because we came to this like this year. Like we looked at all of the ways it could be done. We, of course, knew the architecture of Algorand because the team built it. And we thought, what is the best form of staking we could deliver? Right? Just like what is the best phone you could deliver? What's the best car you could deliver? And we really thought about it from a product point of view. And so, here's 5 things. 1, I mentioned earlier, super low hardware requirements, right? You can run this thing on a wristwatch, right? Maybe an Apple Watch Pro, you could probably run this thing on. Number 2, you're going to get rewards in real time. So I mentioned the block times every two and a bit seconds, right? You're going to get those rewards paid every 2 and a bit seconds.
So if that sounds confusing, just understand there are 4 main things that differentiate Algorand staking. No slashing, no lockups, real-time rewards, as well as low hardware requirements. So number 1, no slashing risk. Staking algo is not subject to slashing. Instead, ineffective nodes are algorithmically removed from consensus and simply forgo rewards, meaning they motivate stakers with a carrot and never a stick. Also, no lockup periods. On Algorand, independent validators maintain control of their algo at all times. Staked tokens remain in the user's wallet while securing the network as part of consensus, meaning you don't have to, lock your coins for 30 days or 6 months or whatever it is. You are in control. Also low cost / low hardware. Running a node on Algorand is extremely cheap, meaning essentially you can just do this on your basic laptop. And also real-time rewards. On Algorand, rewards are paid as each block is finalized, meaning every 2.8 seconds, and your stake automatically compounds, instantly increasing your voting power, meaning it doesn't pay out at the end of the month or at the end of every 2 weeks, every 2.8 seconds. I will link this website down below if you want to take advantage. They offer solo staking, liquid staking, staking pools, and delegated staking. I think liquid staking, to me, is the way to go. Liquid staking applications allow users to stake their algo while maintaining liquidity. While each platform is unique, the typical process asks users to deposit algo and mint new tokens that represent the ownership and value of the staked algo, and then you can use those new tokens across the algo DeFi ecosystem. If you want some recommended options for liquid staking, they list the main ones right on their website, linked down below. And let's just say, for argument's sake, that I had 100 Algorand I started staking today. If I started with 100, at the end of the year, how much Algorand would I have? Friend of the channel, AJ Writes Crypto, asked this very question.
I have 100 Algorand. I stake it for a year. How many Algorand do I have at the end of the year?
Sure. So, we've run some models on this to kind of give people an idea of what to expect when they're buying hardware and getting involved in the work that's going to be required to stake. And so there's a bunch of little parameters you got to think about. So 1 is how much you stake. Let's say 100 algo as an example. 2 might be how much of the global Algorand is kind of online, right? Is being staked. And so Ethereum's got about 25% of all ETH is currently staked. The last time I checked, that may not be accurate as of this moment, but as of the last couple of weeks, it was. We're looking between 15 and 20%. So if we have about 15 to 20% of all algo part of staking, which we think is very achievable, let's say that is one of the kind of the parameters in the model. Then finally, you have what is the reward in terms of like the total reward that you get for producing a block, and that is the fees plus the Algorand Foundation bonus. Essentially, in year 1, it would look around 6.5 to 7 algo created per year for that 100 algo that you stake.
What? 6.5? Dude, that's better than Solana.
Give me your thoughts on Algorand staking down below in the comment section. That is the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow.